Hello everybody, now I will tell you about cell. Cells are the structural, functional, and biological units of all living beings. A cell can replicate itself independently. Hence, they are known as the building blocks of life. Each cell contains a fluid called the cytoplasm, which is enclosed by a membrane. Also present in the cytoplasm are several biomolecules like proteins, nucleic acids and lipids. Moreover, cellular structures called cell organelles are suspended in the cytoplasm. What is a cell? A cell is the structural and fundamental unit of life. The study of cells from its basic structure to the functions of every cell organelle is called cell biology. Robert Hooke was the first biologist who discovered cells. All organisms are made up of cells. They may be made up of a single cell, unicellular, or many cells, multicellular. Mycoplasmas are the smallest known cells. Cells are the building blocks of all living beings. They provide structure to the body and convert the nutrients taken from the food into energy. Cells are complex and their components perform various functions in an organism. They are of different shapes and sizes, pretty much like bricks of the buildings. Our body is made up of cells of different shapes and sizes. Cells are the lowest level of organization in every life form. From organism to organism, the count of cells may vary. Humans have more number of cells compared to that of bacteria. Cells comprise several cell organelles that perform specialized functions to carry out life processes. Every organelle has a specific structure. The hereditary material of the organisms is also present in the cells. Discovery of cells is one of the remarkable advancements in the field of science. It helps us know that all the organisms are made up of cells, and these cells help in carrying out various life processes. The structure and functions of cells help us to understand life in a better way. Who discovered cells? Robert Hooke discovered the cell in 1665. Robert Hooke observed a piece of bottle cork under a compound microscope and noticed minuscule structures that reminded him of small rooms. Consequently, he named these rooms as cells. However, his compound microscope had limited magnification, and hence, he could not see any details in the structure. Owing to this limitation, Hooke concluded that these were non-living entities. Later Anton van Leeuwenhoek observed cells under another compound microscope with higher magnification. This time, he had noted that the cells exhibited some form of movement, motility. As a result, Leeuwenhoek concluded that these microscopic entities were alive. Eventually, after a host of other observations, these entities were named as animalcules. In 1883, Robert Brown, a Scottish botanist, provided the very first insights into the cell structure. He was able to describe the nucleus present in the cells of orchids. Cell structure. The cell structure comprises individual components with specific functions essential to carry out life's processes. These components include cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell organelles. Read on to explore more insights on cell structure and function. Cell membrane. The cell membrane supports and protects the cell. It controls the movement of substances in and out of the cells. It separates the cell from the external environment. The cell membrane is present in all the cells. The cell membrane is the outer covering of a cell within which all other organelles, such as the cytoplasm and nucleus, are enclosed. It is also referred to as the plasma membrane. By structure, it is a porous membrane with pores which permits the movement of selective substances in and out of the cell. Besides this, the cell membrane also protects the cellular component from damage and leakage. It forms the wall-like structure between two cells as well as between the cell and its surroundings. Plants are immobile, so their cell structures are well adapted to protect them from external factors. The cell wall helps to reinforce this function. Cell wall is the most prominent part of the plant's cell structure. It is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. The cell wall is present exclusively in plant cells. It protects the plasma membrane and other cellular components. The cell wall is also the outermost layer of plant cells. It is a rigid and stiff structure surrounding the cell membrane. It provides shape and support to the cells and protects them from mechanical shocks and injuries. Cytoplasm is a thick, clear, jelly-like substance present inside the cell membrane. Most of the chemical reactions within a cell take place in this cytoplasm. The cell organelles such as endoplasmic reticulum, vacuoles, mitochondria, ribosomes, are suspended in this cytoplasm. Nucleus. The nucleus contains the hereditary material of the cell, the DNA. It sends signals to the cells to grow, mature, divide and die. The nucleus is surrounded by the nuclear envelope that separates the DNA from the rest of the cell. The nucleus protects the DNA and is an integral component of a plant's cell structure. This is our today's program. Thank you for listening.